Yo, welcome back to onedestroyall's channel. So if you're new to my channel, thanks for watching, and hopefully you are a subscriber at the end of this. If you are a current subscriber for my Call of Duty mobile content today's video is an ever so slightly different one, because we're doing an honest review of the brand new REDMAGIC Astra tablet. We're going to jump into an unboxing video now, show you what to expect when it arrives at your doorstep, what you get with it, and then we're going to jump into an honest review. This is not a paid review. I've bought this tablet generally for the content purposes of my channel, and so yeah, there's lots of good things to point out. This tablet is very nice indeed, but there is one big niggle and flaw that bugs myself. Now, it won't affect all of you, but it might for some of you, so I'm going to jump into that in a moment. But yeah, this is, like I said, it's a genuinely honest one. It's not a sponsored video or nothing like that. Hopefully my channel will get to that stage at some point where we can start getting some sponsorship deals, because I've been working hard on this for a year now. So yeah, so what we're going to do is let's just jump straight in. I'll show you what to expect, and then we'll do a hands-on video for the REDMAGIC Astra, or the global, what's it called? The Gaming Pro 3 it's called in other parts of the globe, like Asia and places like that. But on the global server, it's called the Astra. Just had mine delivered yesterday. So that, I think I was one of the early bird guys that got one of these a day early compared to some of the others. And I'll show you the freebies and bits and bobs that you do get with it if you were an early bird like myself. So let's jump straight in, ladies and gents. Right, so yeah, as I was saying as well, this is the first time I've done one of these unboxing style of videos. So here's a bit of a tricky one for me to figure out how to do the best setup. So what I've done is I've just got an old mat, so I've got a bit of a plain background that we can do this on, just to try and show you, of course, an unboxing style and how to expect it. So we've got here the REDMAGIC Gaming Tablet Astra. That is the box, how it will be arrived and delivered to your door. So before we open it, it does come in like a little bit of a film as well. So you do get a protective film. Even though we're doing it as an unboxing, I did actually unbox it, of course, a few hours ago, because I've had to download, install Call of Duty Mobile. I've had to obviously test it and go through all the bits and bobs. So I know what to show you, ladies and gents, as we do this bit of a walkthrough. But yeah, if you're one of the early bird guys like me, you did get, if you can see that there, the power adapter as well, which is a fast charging 80 watt included for free. Now, if you do want to buy this on the store, I think it's currently sold out, and it does retail for $24.99. That's in British pounds, so $30, maybe something like that, depending on which part of the world you are from. Do note as well, so before we go into it, so that's the plug, if you can see this. That's what you do get in that box. And then you get this real fast charging cable as well. But note, there is one in the box, because I brought one separately because I didn't think it came with the tablet, but you do get one inside the box. But do note that they're awfully small. So yes, it will charge your tablet fast, but they must be half a meter long, so it won't even reach my tripod when I'm going to be playing the game later on. So I don't know how I'm going to fix this, another problem that I've got with a tiny little cable. Yes, it's fast charging, but charging while you're playing is going to be difficult because it can't reach my tablet. So this is how it arrives. Any bits and bobs on the back, I don't know. But yeah, so let's just jump in and show you how it would arrive. So I've even put it back in the sleeve to show you how it comes in, this protective sleeve. So if you take, voila, tablet out of that, you do get, as I said, you get you get an instruction manual, etc., with another red cable in the box. So that is exactly what you do expect when you buy it. So you don't get the charger. Like I said, if you want to buy the fast charger, you do have to pay for one separate, which is why I didn't think I was going to get a cable. So you do get a USB C to C, but you do not get the plug with it. So let's just put the box to one side and we'll jump straight in to the tablet. So you can take this off from the back. We've got another as well and brought here the silver. So there's two options available currently in store. You've got black and silver. Which is called the Eclipse, and Starlight, I think, is a name for this. So that's the tablet. If we rotate that bad boy, that's how it looks from your perspective with the camera and everything on the back. Once we turn it on, I'll show you. It all lights up lovely jubbly on the back of there. So I think it's already turned on. Oh, and can you see that screensaver? This is one of the actual REDMAGIC that comes with it. But what we're going to do here as well, if you can hear this, we're going to just do a quick power check, and we're going to plug this in. I'll show you how cool some of the features are before we jump into it. So if I plug that in now, watch this, if you can hear. I'm going to go quiet. Oh, well, it would help if I turned it on at the wall, wouldn't it? So, right, bear with me. I'm not even turning the plug on at the wall. That's me being a plonker. Right, I'm presuming I just tried to go quiet then, that you saw that. So this is the fast charge. I'll just show you that again because it's pretty cool and neat. Cool, right? Like a motorbike charger. So let's unplug that for now. So we'll jump straight in. 1 second while it verifies my face. Yes, yes. There we go. To put that close to my face to unlock. So I've just installed a couple of apps for now. I haven't even logged in and all the rest of it, just so I can show you how this works. What I might need to do is actually pause the video for a moment in a second. I'm going to log into my Netflix. I was going to show you how it looks on video quality as well, which I suppose we could show you on YouTube. YouTube should be logged in, so we can show you the quality of there. But what you're going to show you here on the tablet, you see this little red button here, which is very nice indeed. That takes you to the gaming hub. So you've got two speakers, if you can see that. One here on this side with the USB, and you've got another speaker also on this side with your power button there, and you've got the volume button there on the side. But this red one takes you straight to the gaming hub. So if you switch it on, oh, very nice indeed. So there's a lot of features to try and keep up with, so I'm going to try my best to do it as we go along. As I said, there's a lot to cover and there's a lot to try and go through, so bear with me. And if my parrots are being awfully noisy, I'm trying to record this from one of my rooms, which I have got two parrots. If they can start making a yapping, then I do apologise. But yeah, we'll try this as it is. Like I said, it's the first time doing an unboxing video, so trying to figure out which room to record it. I do have 4 kids as well, so it's awfully difficult. Normally I just play my game from in my living room off a tripod, so I don't have a dedicated gaming room as such, because yeah, I do have children. So can you see here in the bottom right hand corner here now, you got the fan. Can you hear it? It does that same vroom vroom. So basically that is the fan. So we'll show you how it looks in game in a second. But what you want to notice as well, if you come here, this little box, this little icon there, if you can see where I'm pressing, you've got a few options here on adjustments that you can do for your game, performance as well. So it starts off with eco, balance, or rise. So now I have mine on set to rise, but I'm going to show you the Diablo mode. So basically it uses more power. So depending on how much, so I've got here the 16 gig RAM and the 500 gig hard drive. So yeah, if you want more power, you go with this option, but it's going to drain your battery quicker and your tablet's going to get a bit warmer quicker compared to if you go with eco mode. So it depends on what type of games you're playing. Same with this, that you can change your Snapdragon GPU, and again I've got mine on high quality, so some of the settings to change. You can also change what modes you want this on. So you can change it designed for more shooters, default, etc., which will hopefully make things look a bit better. I haven't tested it enough to see if this actually does work as of yet. So and this is for the screen recorder, which we're going to jump into that in a moment and discuss that, because that is one of the key points of this purpose of the video, and show you everything else. So what we're going to do is, if you have a little look at this one, oh, that's just showing some of my recordings. So yeah, it's took me a while to get used to some of these buttons, I tell you, because there's so many buttons on here. Audio in your gaming hub, you can turn it off and turn it back on. And you've got this one, which I can't even remember what it does. Again, this one, what does that one do? So if you go to Super Bass, it will show you Gravity X, which is for connecting things like controllers. If you're a mouse gamer or keyboard, you can connect everything through the Gravity X. And then the plugin. So we'll show you how this looks in game, which, as I said, is Call of Duty Mobile. So if you have a look at this plugin library, these are all the plugins that are built into this tablet, and this is one of the key features to why this tablet stands out from the rest. So you've got an awful lot. I'm going to quickly go through them. If you need to read them yourself, I'll let you do it. Pause the video and go. I'm not going to cover every single one, but there's that one. This one is very good. Look, so audio probes for footsteps, gunshots. You can identify everything. Free display. This one. This one's very good. Yeah, actually, yeah. So this one you can change it to the ratio of the game. So it changes it to widescreen, I'll show you how it looks in the moment. But yeah, let me just click on them all so you can have a quick read of the description. Rather than me trying to cover them all, these are all plugins that are available in-game. So there's an awful lot. They do come with some great unique features. If you're a content creator like myself, some of you that aren't content creators, maybe you're not bothered about stuff like this. This one looks really neat, which I haven't tested out yet. Hunt, if you have a little look at read the description on that, what it says you can do. This one as well, where you can zoom in and zoom out for scout mode. I need to test this out. And this one looks one of the best. The sound equalizer, so it's saying you can adjust the frequencies to hear footsteps, etc. better. But when I tested it, it sounded worse than when it was standard. But like I said, we do need to go ahead and adjust this and test it. And then you've got this powerhouse here, look, Diablo mode, but it will cause your tablet to heat quicker. So I tested this and it did get the tablet a little bit warmer. All the other modes, I didn't find the tablet got warm once. But this one, it did. But we'll show you how cool this actually looks in game. So if we go back to the lobby, what have I pressed here now? Oh, yeah, so you can go through that mode, which is like an app section, and you can go through like this. You can add games as well. So depending on what apps you've installed, it does let you add them to a library. So I need to log into like my TikTok accounts if I go TikTok live, etc. Hopefully it makes life a little bit easier. So what we're going to do now is, so did you also see, so if we go back to the main menu, also to show you that when you're in the gaming hub, if you just flick that red button I showed you, sends you straight back to the home menu. And when you're in the game, it does exactly the same thing. So you've got a quick in and out with your gaming hub. That is a cool screensaver that does come with the tablet. So flick it again, and voila, look, it loads up your gaming hub. And then you can just press, oh, that's for your apps. And watch this, look, it does clear the memory every time you load the game. So I'm not going to go through all the specs of this tablet. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've probably done your own research. You're deciding if it's for you or not. So Call of Duty Mobile is the game we're testing this out on. As I said, I am a Call of Duty Mobile channel. But we're going to go and show you how this looks. I hope it's coming through okay on my phone. I'm recording this from my S23 Ultra Samsung, so I'm hoping it doesn't show it too bad. I'm hoping it shows the clarity of the game, because I don't know how this is going to look post-production, but we will find out. So we're first of all just going to jump into multiplayer, and we'll do what's called a practice range, just to show you the clarity and how everything looks, because I'm not a touch player. It's going to be very difficult for me to show you too much. We're testing out the brand new device, so you can also, let me just check the brightness. I do find this on this tablet, for some reason, it looks so much better at full brightness. Of course, you're going to drain your battery that little bit more, so I hope this is showing the true clarity of what it looks, because sometimes when you're recording screen to screen, you can't quite see how good these graphics actually are. But now on full brightness, this is so bright, makes the game look very nice indeed. But the key to point out here is, if you see up here, can you see it on there? You probably can't, can you? But when you're in the darker lobby, you can. So if you flick inwards from the top left or the top right, you'll load up your quick options. So can you see here, you've got a fan. So again, I've got mine in my settings that the fan turns on instantly every time the game loads. So it'll keep your tablet cooler for longer. So there's a lot of options here. Screen recorder. I'll let you flick through gamepad if you need to connect it, etc. No calls, so you can basically have it on privacy mode. So if you don't want people mithering you, you'll see I've already got it on here, look, as block messages. So at the moment, can you see with the rise, look at this, we're at 1 gigahertz, and the MHS megahertz GPU and CPU is probably easier. Look, it keeps changing as we're playing. Currently I've got it on block messages. You can also adjust the brightness from here as well, look. So you can adjust that. Same with the volume. You can adjust the volume of the game from here as well. But then you see all these little plugins I mentioned earlier, they're all here on the left hand side, so you can have them in different options. This one here, which shows you more if you're a tech wizard, it shows you a lot more of the techie type stuff here, or if you want it in standard mode, you've got, so if we flick to the bottom, this one I mentioned before, look at this Diablo mode, watch this. It does warn you. Oh, why has that done that? Oh, it's because I wasn't moving and the game's trying to kick me. So look at the difference now. Look how much more power you are getting from this game now. If you really want it to run as smooth as possible in Diablo mode, but this, it says it's only for certain circumstances because of the, you know, the tablet's going to overheat. It's going to get a bit warmer, a bit quicker. I'm hoping this. We had some bots in here. I'm hoping it will show you. Don't know if you can hear the audio properly. I'll go quiet. The enemy's footsteps. As I said, I don't know how the colour clarity is going to look on post-production. Bear with me if my aim looks a bit dodgy. As I said, I'm a controller player, not a touch. My buttons are all hidden in the corner. Just trying to show you the audio, because you can change the audio, as I said. So you can close that down as well if you don't want that. You can flick back in again. Turn off Diablo mode if you don't want to use as much power. And then we've gone back to the rise, which is also, look, you can change it to balance. So watch how that adjusts. And then you can go into eco mode. So you can see also a bit more data it shows at the bottom there. So depending on how you want this, ladies and gents, you can adjust according. But you are going to use more power doing it this way. So you've also got here, look, the sound equalizer. If you now notice, it sounds a lot quieter, the game. I don't know if you can hear this. Let me just turn, I'm not even... That sounds quieter. But this is why I need to play with this setting a lot more. Because if you look at this here, you can adjust these. I'm not a tech wizard with the audio, so I'm not too sure which way I'm meant to be going with this. Ooh. Well, that definitely sounds a bit better. So you can adjust these frequencies. So you can hear the footsteps a bit better. So if the audio's coming through on yours, ladies and gents. But as you see, you can adjust this. It would take a lot of tweaking, and I would have to obviously try and play with that so that the audio does come through. But as you can see, if you scroll in, some really nice, neat options here. And as I said, if you flick the switch as well, straight back to your gaming hub if you press it twice, and it also minimizes the game. So you can see, look, I can still run in the game. If I had my controller, this would be a lot easier because I'm on touch. I don't know how you'd do that. Oh, you still can, look at that. So you can minimize this, ladies and gents. You can make this bigger, smaller. So this is all from the gaming hub. So we can go in here, and then you can still mess around with your settings while you're in the game, screenshots. You can turn that audio off so that you can listen to the game instead. And then you could come here to do any other bits and bobs that you may need to do, whether it's the fan, the GPU, change the performance. As I said, there's a lot of stuff you can adjust from your gaming hub also. And then, yeah, if you want to go back to your main menu, you can close down the gaming hub, and you can do this while still browsing anything else. So you can flick through here, go to anything else that may be installed on your device, and then you can literally just tap it and blow it straight back up. Look at that, and then we go straight back in to how we were. So if we want to turn off that sound equalizer, I think now I've adjusted it slightly, that they do sound a bit better, but yeah, you just got to get used to how to do that. So as you can see, it's pretty neat. I think this is the best part of this tablet. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to come through on post-production in terms of colours and clarity, but this does look very nice. It's very bright. What we can do is, let me just quit that and go into a Battle Royale lobby, because it's probably the better option actually. So if we go out of here, go into the range on here, this might show the colours ever so slightly better. Let me maybe bring this closer to the camera. Load out. So yeah, if you can see the graphics, ladies and gents, I'm just going to try and see if I can adjust this as we get closer. It is very nice indeed. No issues with the motion so far since I've been doing this video. The tablet is really cool. No issues whatsoever. And also one of the cool features I did mention earlier at the start as well. So can you see the back now? Can you see it does load up like the REDMAGIC background. The camera's also got all the colors in it. You can see that, you can see everything at work. This is a built-in, I don't know what the proper word for it is. I call it a fan, but it's not like the old tablet where the fan blows it out. It's like an internal fan. They say it gives about 8% more cooldown. So that might not sound an awful lot, but 8% when you're playing for long periods of time is going to make an awful lot of difference. So the bonuses I've already mentioned, the graphics are very nice, and don't get me wrong, I was playing on an S23 Ultra before, which is what I'm recording this video from, and this definitely, I don't know if it's just because the tablet's much bigger than the phone, it definitely does look better. This is in max graphics, and this is in, so if I show you what you can play this game in, max graphics, and I use max frame rate. Still on any device, if you want the ultra frame rate, the best you can have is medium graphics. So it depends if you're a frame rate nut or if you're a graphics nut like me, you want max graphics. So I do play this on maximum graphics. But what we're going to do is we're going to go and show you now the one problem that I have found with this device, and that is none other than the screen recorder. So if you're a content creator like myself and you want to upload your videos to YouTube, TikTok or wherever else, Twitch, stream and all the rest of it, then the built-in screen recorder on this, I don't know if it's just REDMAGIC in general, is absolutely shocking. So I've put a complaint into the support to see if there's any solution to this. If not, I've just found another good external one that you can buy called X Recorder from the Play Store, but it does cost £23.99. This is for the lifetime purchase with no ads and all the rest of it. So yes, it's not an awful lot of money, but it's annoying now I have to buy something for £23.99. So if we resume, so if we come here, you've got the built-in screen recorder. So it comes up very nice and neat. You've got the option, do you want it with system sounds or with mic? And you'd think, yeah, this is great. So I'll show you the recording now. So we're going to record it. So this is recording in-game audio only. This is not recording my mic. This is just in-game. We'll do a quick run around. And then we shall stop. Let's watch the video. And can you see the difference in darkness straight away? It's like it's gone from being full brightness to dark. I don't know if that's showing on the camera, but that is much darker than what we have just recorded. So show you again, that's the same clip and it's quite dark, and then as soon as you go back, I don't know if you could see the difference in brightness. I don't know if it does represent this and show us your end, but it's much brighter when the screen recording is not in use. Then if I load it back up again, we'll do another one, but look at this for a problem. Now we need to click it again and activate the mic. So this is going to record my audio as well. Run around. We'll do the same again. I'm chatting as we play. So we get a bit of a difference between the shadows and the brightness. And then let's watch how bad quality this is. So let me bring it as close as possible. Run around. Can you see the grains? I don't know if you're seeing this, but it's really grainy. The shadows and the brightness. It's like an old Nokia. Yeah, can you see that, ladies and gents? Comment down below if you can. Do the same again. It's picking up my audio okay, but it's gone really grainy. I don't know if it's showing through my camera, but the quality on that is absolutely shocking for a screen recorder. I'll bring it a bit closer so you can see. Chatting as we play, so we get a bit of a difference between the shadows and the brightness. So I don't know if you can see that grain, and as soon as we go back, look at the difference in quality. So it's not capturing the full quality of what this game is obviously capable of. So it's really frustrating that we're having to go through that, because like I said, as a content creator myself, show you this execution. You can see that the audio on this is very good. The graphics are insane, I think. That is one of the Gundam collaboration skins that we've recently had. So yeah, it's a shame that it's so poor because I can't upload that footage now to YouTube. So for now, while I wait for their response before I buy this X recorder one I've just told you, I'm going to have to carry on recording off this same device, the S23 Ultra, because that built-in screen recorder just does not cut the mustard. And it's a shame because it's so easy, it's there, but it's just not good enough quality. I'll show you that again. If you can see this, ladies and gents, I'll show you this one more time. This is a major flaw, but again, as I said at the very start of this content video, this is not going to affect all of you. It only affects people like me that are content creators. But obviously, as this is a gaming device designed for content creators, you'd think they would have designed it for us as well. So if you're not creating content, this isn't going to bother you whatsoever. So again, look at the difference in brightness if it does represent. Did you see how instantly darker that went? I don't know, as I said, if this shows your end, but it's definitely a lot darker. Now, the quality on that without my mic is no difference. The quality is still the same, so it's good quality for that, but it's just a lot darker. So I technically could upload this without my mic, but if I want to talk, then you saw how bad the grainy was on that. So unless it's a bug that needs to be patched, we'll wait and see what support will get back to me in the next few days on this, ladies and gents. But that is a major bug that we've got. So let's end that video, go back to the actual game. So yeah, apart from that, everything else so far I've tested on this game is really nice. And this here, this control panel for the gaming hub is really nice. As I said, you can also, if we show you now this one, the fire, is it what's it called? Free display. Can you see that you can change it to landscape, portrait, and look at the ratios you can pick. So if you want to play the game in 16:9, 32:9, or 4:3, you can. So all you do is watch this. You press OK, and you need to restart the game. And watch it clears all the catches and everything as you load Call of Duty Mobile again, which is a very neat feature. And can you see already, we've gone straight into that ratio. Can you see it's changed the ratio? And now you can also adjust this. Look with these little arrows. You can move that. Yeah, let's reconnect. So now that is on 4:3 rather than the full tablet screen. So we're now back in, and it's not made the game squishy, which is great. So if I want to record different screenshots, in theory, I should be able to record this for different shorts and things like that. But as I said, the built-in recorder is not that good, but it's going to help with certain videos for things like shorts for YouTube. So you've got that, which is great. That's another little feature. But as I said, I've only just been playing with a few of these, but there's so many of these that are really cool. And then again, if you want it for YouTube purposes, you've got 16:9. All you do, change the, restarts the game already for you, clears the memory, look the catch to keep the game as fast as possible. You can also see how fast this logs in compared to my phone. This tends to log me in much quicker than my phone was as well. So yes, reconnect. We'll jump straight back into the game. I just hope the clarity of this looks as good as it does. And now can you see, this is in YouTube's format now, 16:9. And again, you can adjust that through the screen slightly. So that is YouTube's standard. So if I want to upload that to have, to meet their standards, I can. Obviously, but if you want it to fit the whole tablet's screen, then you're going to want to go back to the standard version, which is the original. Okay, you restart your game again, and voila, that does change the ratio, ladies and gents. So as I said, there's a lot to cover here with this content. There's so many features available, but in general, I've only been playing with the tablet now for a couple of hours, and I do really like it, apart from this screen recorder, which, as I said, is the biggest niggle for me. It's a major flaw as a content creator, but apart from that, I don't know if you can see, the graphics are very neat indeed. The audio is very good. The game does look great. I don't know, as I said, if screen to screen, if it's showing that clarity as good as what I'm seeing, but yeah, it does look very nice indeed, guys. So what we'll do now, let me just try and see. Let me just go to the home menu. Let me just try, see if my YouTube is logged in. I don't know if it is. Yes, allow. Or maybe it's not allowing me because I'm logged in. Right, so what we can do, look at that. You can actually watch my video back from earlier on. So this is one of my content. So let's just see the quality of the video. Well, so far, that is shocking. unless I need to change YouTube to have HD. But that's my first time playing a YouTube video, and that is not the quality of my video. So again, video playback so far not very good. Another key thing you're going to talk about is the camera. The camera on this tablet is actually much better than I thought it was going to be. So hold on, let me just check if I have, because I've just logged into YouTube. Oh yeah, quality, higher picture quality. Maybe I need to change that quickly. Let's try that again.
Are you taking the ACT?
Because that was terrible quality then, ladies and gents, on video, which is not what we want to see, is it? My own video. It's still not the best, you know. Why is it saying auto when I've selected higher? So why is it saying that that's only available in that quality? Because it definitely was not loaded as that quality. So what we'll do is we'll just go to some of my videos here. I know these are full HD because I've uploaded them on my Samsung. So maybe it's the way YouTube upload the videos as well. This one does seem a bit better video quality. One of the best legendary kill effects in the game. It's still not the best of quality though for video playback, because I know this is definitely much better than this. But unless it's because this was recorded on a phone, and now I'm playing it on a larger screen, so it could well be that. So maybe this is the first time I've watched my own videos back on a larger device. Let me just turn that back down. So maybe it's because, yeah, these were recorded on my phone, you see. That's how it looks in Battle Royale. Not bad, but the graphics still don't seem like what I'm actually recording on my phone, you see. So, yeah, that's a bit better than the multiplayer ones. But maybe because they were recorded on a small phone. So video playback, let's just, rather than watching my own stuff then, let me just quickly load up a random video, shall we? We'll see how this looks. Let's just do a video test. It'd be good if we could find something in the Mortal Kombat trailer. Look, this will be a good one. Right, so yeah, that does look very good quality. So this is normal, high resolution. So maybe it's because, like I said, my game was uploaded from my phone. Maybe on a larger device it does look a bit grainier on my Call of Duty mobile content. But this is looking full HD, ladies and gents. It's quite a dark trailer, but I think that's just the film. Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Comment down below what you think of this film, by the way. Anyway, it looks quite good, I think. Yeah, so that looks pretty good in high res. So yeah, that is YouTube. Oh, how did I just do that? I didn't even know how to do that before. So that is, how did I do that now? Ah, no. How did I just open up all my tabs? Anyone else know how to do that? Yes, I don't even know how I just did that now. I got all of those tabs back up then. But then what we're going to do now is show you the camera. So what I need to do is, what we might do is we'll record, I'll take some pictures, it's probably the better option, and I'll upload them on here as a screenshot in a moment. So I'll take some photos. Once I finish doing this, I'll take some photos to show you, but the camera quality is actually very neat, much better than I thought it was going to be. So I will upload something on that to show you as well, ladies and gents, in post-production. But it does look very nice and neat, the camera. I thought it was going to be poor quality with it being mainly a gaming tablet, but it's definitely usable if you want to upload it. So yeah, comment down below what you think of the images I've just uploaded now. And yeah, I think I've covered all of the key highlights here. It does look very nice and clear. We've covered most of the gaming stuff. Let me just go back to the gaming hub. Oh. I don't think there was anything else I really needed to cover, ladies and gents. Video quality. But anyway, that's my genuine review of what I've noticed so far. I hope, as I said, that this video has been useful, ladies and gents. So make sure you are subscribed to onedestroyall's channel if you're not already, on YouTube as well as TikTok. And yeah, I don't think there's anything I've missed here, but that's my genuine, honest review so far. I'm going to upload some gameplay in the coming weeks, and I'll do a more honest review in a week or two once I've been playing with this for a little bit longer, just so we can go into the details of what I think of it, obviously in case there's any other pros and cons I do pick up on as we go. Let me turn that volume down. I'm hoping you can hear me okay. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next video.